Hi, this is James down here in Florida, and we're going to go through how to start the X-Plane default 737 from cold and dark, but the engine's not running. So first of all, let's go and look at how we get the engines not to run. Most of you probably know how to do this, probably all of you, but just in case, here we're going here, and we're going to click on Customize, and we'll come down here where it says Start with Engines Running, unclick that. Now, let's go to Apply Changes. And if things go right, the engine should not be running. Good. Let's move these out the way. Matter of fact, I'm going to move this down here because we're going to go to the overhead panel to work. Now I'm going to move to the overhead panel. And at this point, make sure you have your parking brake on. And the first thing we'll do is turn on the master battery switch. Let's get in a little closer so you can see. Here it's off, here it's on. Let's click on. Now notice that some things started to come to life when we did that. The next thing we'll do is turn on standby power. And let's click that to auto. Now we'll go to APU start. It's down here. And you can see we have, now be careful, there's an on position and a start position. We want to make sure we go all the way down to start. And now let's wait. Real important to make sure you don't just stop at on, you want to go all the way down to start, and then we'll wait. You should see things start to rise here. And let's see, we should be good to go. APU generators on. I was thinking this would come on. There we go. All right, we've got this indicator light on now. And let's turn the APU generators on. Now let's go over to APU bleed. Here we have it. APU bleed. And let's turn APU bleed on. Notice the indicator there. Now let's get yaw damper on. That'll be over on this side. There it is. Yaw damper on. Now let's work on the pumps. The pumps are on the other side. We want to turn on the electric pumps, electric hydraulic pumps, then we'll turn on the engine hydraulic pumps. So here's the pump section right here. Let's turn on the electric first. Now let's turn on the engine hydraulic pumps. Alright, make sure our throttles are to idle. Alright, throttles are in idle. And then we're going to turn on all of the fuel pumps. Now that's on the other side. And let's turn them all on. Now for each engine, we have starter switches. We're going to start engine 2 first, and the way that we start them is to turn the engine to ground. Then as N2, and we have an indication of N2 right over here, as N2, when that gets greater than 25, we'll switch the conditions lever to idle. Okay, let's do engine 2 first. Go to ground. Down to our starter switches. Starter switch for that one. It's already above 25, so we can turn it to idle. Engine 2 looks okay. We don't have an indication of a start valve being open. On engine 1, let's see if I can do it quick enough that you can see the indicators go out. Alright, and if you look at N2 now, it's at 63, which is where we expect it to be for a good start. Let's go through the same procedure again. In the engine 1, we take to ground. Now let's get quickly down here. Or not so quickly here. Right, we're past that, so let's go ahead, bring this to cutoff. Bring it to idle rather. And let's take a look. Alright, clear indications here, no indication of start valve open. We're okay to go. Now we can turn our generators on. Let's go back to the overhead panel. We're going to turn the generators on for engines 1 and 2. Here we are with our generators. Turn that one on. And for engine 2, turn that one on. Might as well turn the generator for the APU off. Now let's turn engine bleed air on. And APU bleed air off. And we might as well turn the APU off, as we're expecting some stormy weather or something. Here we go, APU off. And let's just go up and check the master console. Yeah, there is a caution. Let's reset that. Okay, please like the video if you did like it, and please consider subscribing.